It's good. It's good. Those memorable words spoken towards the end of National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation as Chevy Chase's Clark Griswold messily works through an open bowl of eggnog, verbalizing the silent battle cry of every provider who's ever carried a financial worry alone. That's the thing about a silent battle cry. No one else even hears it unless they're in the battle too. And that's what makes the film so memorable. Because with the power of comedy, it explains that point more beautifully than ever. And most of us never even see it. This scene is the pinnacle the movie builds towards from the opening scene. Clark Griswold striving at every step to create the perfect Christmas vacation for his family, while navigating the craziness of the holidays, extended family and in-laws, and troublesome friends and neighbors. But behind that is the other part of the story, Clark Griswold the worker, trying to provide for his family and make the dream of a swimming pool a reality. But swimming pools cost money, and his will be built with the bonus check he doesn't yet have. Clark's worried about it. He only confides in coworkers who are similarly worried about the fate of their own bonuses. But he never shares that worry with his wife, his family, or his friends. For all of them, it's good. It's good. He's got that part covered. And if Clark says that to himself enough, he'll make it happen. At least that's what he believes. But then it all seems to unfold. An expected bonus check comes tragically late. When it finally arrives, Clark still believes it will be good, announcing it to the family, the new pool, and the down payment he didn't have without this bonus. And then it happens. He discovers his bonus is a membership in the Jelly of the Month Club. In that moment, Clark knows it's not going to be good. In fact, it's about to get really bad financially. And that's when he says the battle line so many carry silently. It's good. It's good. But it's not good. His family responds. They know enough to know he's upset. But that's where it stops and a lesson is quietly conveyed. Even Ellen, who reads Clark better than anyone in that house, can see he's rattled. But seeing that he's upset isn't the same as understanding why, or what it cost a person to carry that weight alone. Humans can acknowledge suffering, but true empathy only comes when someone understands that suffering. And at that moment, there was only one person in the room who understood that suffering: Eddie. Eddie defines the lovable friend with no responsibility or follow-through in just about anything in life. In many ways, he's the opposite of Clark. But in that moment, they have one thing in common. Eddie's lost everything before, including his family's home. And when Clark says, it's good, the only person in that room who really heard him was Eddie. This is Clark's story, the provider's silent battle cry and the one friend who happened to hear it. But every classic speaks in more than one voice. Somewhere in that same house, Ellen is watching a different movie entirely. One with its own quiet moments, carrying its own weight that this piece isn't the place to tell. That's a story for another day. But it's worth saying here, the reason this film has lasted almost 40 years isn't because it belongs to Clark. It belongs to everyone in that house, one silent battle cry at a time. Sure, the movie has a happy ending. That's part of what makes it such a great comedy. But in real life, that's not always how it ends. And those who've lived it know it. That's why we remember the line, no one else hears. The film doesn't glorify or condemn Clark Griswold's silent approach as a provider bearing the financial cross for his family. None of this means that silence is the right call. A marriage can probably carry the weight better when shared than shouldered alone. The film just isn't interested in litigating that. It quietly shows what can only be seen by someone who's walked in those shoes.